Good morning, guys. We are going to be talking about similar triangles and their angles, and we're going to really hone in on how similar triangles are going to be determined if they're similar by just their angles. And again, we're only looking at triangles. This only works with those shapes. It does not work with others, so don't think about any other shape but triangles. Let's go ahead and get started. You're going to title this Angles of Similar Triangles, and your essential question: how can you use similar angles, how can you use angles to tell whether triangles are similar? So again, just angles alone and just triangles. Our key thing that we're honing in is when you have two angles in one triangle and they're congruent to two angles on another triangle, the third angle is automatically equal. So say we're given angle A and angle B in the small triangle. If it's equivalent to angle D and angle E, automatically that third angle in a triangle is equal. Remember, this little swirly sign means similar. Similar. Same shape, different sizes. We're not really happy with that definition anymore. Similar really technically means angles are the same and sides are proportional. Let's go ahead and jump into our examples. Example 1, tell whether the triangles are similar and explain. Similar. Again, no longer just saying same shape, different sizes. Angles have to be equal, congruent. This is the symbol for congruent. And sides proportional. Alright, in this triangle right here, we're only given angles. So we know with triangles alone, all we need to do is satisfy this first one, angles are congruent, and we don't have to worry about this for only triangles. Only triangles. You only have to have the same angles. So 28 is congruent to 28. But how are we going to determine whether the other two are congruent? We're going to have to solve one of these variables for x or for y. So let's just go ahead and solve for x. So we have 180 equal to 28 plus 80 plus x. Remember, I'm solving for x to see what this third angle is. 180 equals 28 plus 80 is 108. Plus x. Now I'm going to take away 108. Take away 108. Oh. And I'll have x is equal to, gotta borrow, 10 minus 8 is 2. 7 minus 0 is 7. 1 minus 1 is 0. So this angle right here is 72. Let me go back there and check my work, and I'll resume to make sure that I did this right. Alright, yep, this angle right here is for sure is 72 degrees, making this not congruent because this one is 71. These are not similar, because only one angle is congruent. Two angles for sure have to be congruent. Alright, let's look at our next one. We have 90 degree. That's good. Now let's solve for one of the third angles in one of those triangles and see what we get. Alright, let's just do this small one here. So 180 equals y plus 90 plus 24. 90 plus 24 is 114, so rewrite 180 equals y plus 114. Take away 114. Take away 114. And then 180 minus 114 is 66 degrees is equal to y. So y is 66 degrees. Does this other triangle have 66 degrees? Yep. Two angles are congruent, therefore these two are similar. Yes, similar, because they have two angles congruent. That third angle is automatically having to be 24 since the other two are. All right, example 3. I didn't label this. Let me go through and label that. Example 3. You plan to cross a river and want to know how far it is to the other side. You take measures on your side of the river and make a drawing shown. Okay, you take measures on your side of the river. Explain why triangle ABC and DEC, ABC and DEC are similar. Okay, we have to choose, are we going to only look at angles, or do we have to look at angles and sides? Since these are triangles, the only thing we need to know is, are the angles all equal, or at least two of them? So here, I'm going to draw a sketch. Here's triangle A, B, C. We know this angle right here. In triangle CDE, triangle CDE, and we know this right here. One angle, they have one angle that's congruent. Now we have to determine if they have another angle that's going to be congruent. And how are we going to do that is the next question. The fact that right here, these two angles are vertical from each other makes them congruent. So yes, they are, because angle C is equal to angle C. They're labeled the same. They're angle C because they're the same. They are similar because they have two angles the same or congruent. What is the distance x across the river? The distance x across the river, right here is this one what we're solving for. We're going to set up a proportion because they're proportional. So let me go through and erase what I put on here. All right, we're going to do big side to big side, 50 over x equals, then go back to that first triangle that you took 50 from, small side 40 to small side 30, and solve for it. 50 times 30 is 1,500. 40 times x is 40. X, divide by 40, and x equals 40. 1,500 divided by 40 is 37.5 feet. So this distance, 37.5 feet. All right. We're ready for our on your own. Number 4, I suggest drawing a picture, and here's a good sketch of what your picture should be. A person is 5 feet tall. A person that's 5 feet tall, this is my 5 foot tall person, casts a shadow that is 3 feet. A nearby telephone pole casts a shadow that's 12 feet. What is the height of the telephone pole? There you go. All right, go ahead and answer these on your own. When you're ready to check your answers, go ahead and resume the video and we'll be here. Awesome. Here's what we should have gotten. Yes, they're congruent. You should have solved for one of those angles. I should see an equation. Number 2, no, I should see an equation. Number 3, yes, I should see an equation. And number 4, 20, and I should see a proportion written down on your paper. The essential question, how can you tell whether triangles are similar, angles by just using their angles? How many angles do you need to have? I kept talking about this. How many angles do you need to have? Refer back to that very beginning, that first thing you wrote down in your notes besides your title and essential question, and that will help guide you on that essential question. All right, your checkpoint is up. I hope you guys are having a good morning. Thanks for being here.